out this information has pretty much pushed the government to release it because the people we already know some of the shit. Okay, there's been mad abductees. My nigga Young Pharaoh is one of them. I got another friend that has been abducted too. Like, this is some real shit. Okay, this is some real shit. So let me pull. Okay, so I want to show you guys this YouTuber right here put out a little clip of a guy who weaponized ticks in like the 1960s, right? He weaponized it. And he said that this could be used for any climate that gets hot for 4 to 5 months out of the year. Now, we see this shit happening now where they're now I'm telling you, family, if you live in a place where you're in a red zone where these ticks is going on, you can see like this is crazy. Growing up when I was young, having a tick was so fucking rare, my nigga. We used to play in the fucking long grass. Excuse my language, but we used to be outside, bro, like playing in bushes. I never got a tick when I was young. Think about that. Now it's just crazy. Look at this, y'all. Oh, okay. Boom. Oh yeah. Let my boy. Yeah, we gonna talk about the fallen angels too, Jailbro. My boy Jailbro, bro. Our birthday coming up, God, May 22nd. My boy Jailbro. I ain't never gonna forget, homie, right here. We got the same birthday, man. This one of my main dude, my main supporter before all this shit been going on. Shout out to my boy Jailbroke, man. Spirit. Yeah, let's get into it, Jailbroke. Look, we're gonna talk about the fallen angels in a minute. I actually had a video I wanted to pull up with you guys. Yeah, man, Smith and Wesson been around too. Shout out, G. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, these damn ticks. Just take precaution. Wear your essential oils, and the thing is, don't be fearful of it. You feel me? Obviously, don't be going to run around and fucking high grass and shit like that. You know, make sure your lawn. If you someone who lives in the country, make sure your lawn is cut. You feel me? Don't be letting your pets out too much right now. And the thing about it is, the tick season only lasts for like a month and a half. You know, when the sun starts getting way hotter, you feel me? Like them shit subside. But it's just the pathogens that these things carry, guys. Is like it's very crazy, man. Lyme disease. There's another disease that you can get from these fucking parasites. And the thing about it is, these are spiders. These are spiders. So this is deep, and we know that spiders are extraterrestrial. Okay, spiders are extraterrestrial. And my nigga YP, the only motherfucker that I've ever heard say some shit like that Egypt was actually overthrown and it turned into a desert terrain because of the spider. And my shorty was talking about it the other day, how a spider could eradicate a whole species. If any insect could do it, and it's not even an insect. The spider's not even an insect, bro. It is a fucking arachnid. They put it in this whole category where it's not an insect, it's not a bug, none of that. It's just an arachnid. It's its own thing. I'm sharing the link right now, my boy Mo. Let's get it, yo. Conspiracy theories, great reset topics. Okay, we needed a great build on this page. We needed it. I've been leveling up with the knowledge, traveling. All right, boots on the ground, feet on the land. You heard? Here go the link to anybody that wants to join and just, you know, it's a high vibrational conversation tonight, y'all. We're not on no we're not ice wall talking tonight. We building. Was rolled out either earlier this year, yeah, and then look at this, you know, and it's crazy because, like I said, Joe Brook, I want to talk more about that. But looks, if I were to even say that, you know, this video, nigga, this should get deleted right now. You can't talk about none of that on YouTube. But why is that though? Man, why is that? Shout out my boy MoWisdom. Shout out my boy MoWisdom. What's good, G's?
Hey, what up, man? How we doing?
Good, my boy. Chilling, man. Good to hear you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. You know, I've been seeing the content and all that. It should been lit.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And I still got the Malachi Z York for you too, bro. It's all ready for you.
Come
Mm-hmm.
on.
Bird
I'm
box.
ready when you are,
Crazy.
man.
I got you, man. I got you. My girl
Yeah.
gotta send it over. She gonna do it though. I told her. She's my little secretary,
Okay.
so she gonna send it.
Yeah, man. I highly appreciative of that. So you had said a couple things though. You remember that one scene in Space Jam when the little parasite beings could steal the talent from the basketball players?
That's deep. Yeah, I remember that though. Yup. Little worms, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Crazy.
they were showing us back in the '90s, man. Back in the '90s,
Mm.
like, look, got them little parasites that literally take over your being and your talent. They call them orcons. That's the real term. It's ARCHONS.
Mm-hmm.
Archons. And archons are they're spiritual entities that need a physical vessel to take use as a host and take their life. Like that's how they live pretty much. Is through a physical being.
It's
They can't
crazy.
live on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
That's crazy. And so tapping more into that, like because obviously they had to get here some sort of way. Do you think that the spider had any influence on bringing certain parasites here? Because when we talk about the spider is spiritual, y'all, people just be looking at it as just a little physical shit you see. Like this spirit is more spiritual than that. This is why, like we were talking about, me and YP was talking about earlier. Why do they depict a lot of the aliens that come to Earth? They depict them as a spider type entity, an octopus. You understand? A squid. They depict these beings coming from other places. They depict them a certain way. So like you
Hey,
said with the parasite shit, that shit is deep, man. That shit is deep too. That shit is deep, and this is why we gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
cleansing shit too.
I wouldn't be surprised if the spider got something to do with it. I told you a couple streams ago. I'm looking at spiders mad different now, man. And I ain't
Mad
gonna lie.
different, bro.
There's been a couple times, So when I used to date this girl, and she had a spot, and there would always be mad spider webs when we would be done with the day and we go into her spot and hanging out. But I noticed what a couple days in a row we would run into this spider web, and then the spider started to adjust its web and customize it to
Yeah,
where we could get
that's
through.
crazy.
And I was like, okay, hold on. And I seen one time when I ran through the web, the spider really jumped off me twice on some Spider-Man shit. Like
It
I
jumped on
witnessed it.
you.
No, so I was walking through a web,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen the spider on me. I looked down to my left shoulder and I seen the spider, and it seemed that I noticed it, and then it jumped off me like from my chest to my waist and from my waist to the ground.
Oh yeah,
I
I've
was
dealt with
like, nah,
that
this.
too. I've seen,
But
bro.
the way it moved was so intelligent. I was like, nah, hold up, like
Yeah, like yo, what
this
the fuck? That should
motherfucker.
see me look at it. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that shit is deep, bro. That shit
yeah,
is
it
deep.
was,
That's,
yeah,
I'm telling you, them shit is deep, bro. And
yeah.
I was playing advocate today when I had a conversation with YP, just saying like, what if some of them shits was good? Because we know about duality within any species. There's good and bad. You know, so that shit was deep too. But
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Yin
that shit is
yang.
crazy. Spiders is intelligent, man, and this is why they create certain allegedly. Let me say allegedly. They put spider genetics in certain vaccines allegedly. Okay, and it's one of the only insects, or it is one of the only bugs. You feel me? Because people don't like to call spiders arachnids, but it's one of the only bugs that they can do that. They can mix
Hmm.
human DNA with. So that shit is crazy to me. Like it's just a lot of shit, bro, when it comes to the to that frequency, man. But to keep going with this great reset, man, and about how a lot of shit is changing since our childhood. The whole Mandela effect. Um, a lot of people are claiming that the time is speeding up, which I'm noticing too, bro. Like the time is like it's different. You feel me? The last
Yeah.
was maybe the last like it was kind of. I'm trying to like manifest this shit and just be on my Buddha shit where I have to slow the time back down because it's all kind of our own do. But the
Yeah.
past week I feel like it's been regular time, but before that, my boy, it's been going fast.
Yeah, it has. It got something to do with the rhythm of Mother Earth, right? They don't want us to be in sync. So if they keep
Mhm.
speeding up daylight saving, having us work 8-hour jobs, not having control of our time, then we'll be off balance. But as soon as you get in balance with the rhythm of nature,
Mhm.
that's when you really start getting them downloads and them updates. So I like what you said about how one of the people from back from the 1900s was getting investigated for creating some species of parasite. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know what? Like that's probably the most intelligent way to take someone out. Let's be real. That's
That's a
got to be the
fact.
most
Have them
intelligent way.
fucking eating it and shit like that. Like that shit is crazy. You know?
Yeah, because it's like you can't even really. What you gonna do? Charge the parasite with murder? Nah, like it's a third party
Exactly.
insect, and on top of that, you can't. If, if you can't trace it, you'll never know that someone was the one responsible for creating it. So I be looking at these bugs, man. I spend a lot of time in nature and shit. And no one wants to get no damn mosquito bites. So you be thinking, like, all right, well, if you have a weak immune system, you want to strengthen your immune system while you can.
Yeah, that's very important because, like you said, the parasites, if them shits get up, when they take hold of people, it, like that, like we talk about, they can control you. They can control you and turn you into something that you're not. This is why you gotta do parasite cleanses and put certain shit in your body, certain herbs, garlic, certain things. So now when you do come across these people, you feel me? Some of these half breeds, you don't smell good to them. For real, bro. I'm
That's
telling
a
you,
good
bro.
point.
I'm in New
That's
York,
good.
my nigga. I done walk by certain people, my nigga. Like I know this is a fucking half breed, and this motherfucker starts smelling mad crazy, like trying to sniff me and shit. Like what the fuck? You feel me? That's just happened a couple times to me, bro. And
Mm,
then I start paying attention to this person, and I'm like, yo, this is something else, bro. You heard?
yeah, right, right.
I was in New Orleans, bro, and I seen some shit that I don't really like to talk about too much, but it was dip. It was different, bro.
And
It was
once you
different, bro.
once you start to become aware of that, you know who's who. Like you see the way that they carry themselves, and if you second guessing it, then you probably up to something that might be real. You just don't walk around people and assume, all right, this motherfucker might not be 100% human. Like if that thought comes across your mind, it's probably best that you you pay attention, right?
That's a fact. And I feel
That's
like
what
we're
I be
living in a
doing.
time where you got to start preparing yourself more and more for shit like this. You got to be more on point with shit like this, bro, and some of these talks. Because just like the government is releasing some of these disclosure shits on certain beings that dwell on this earth, we need to start having some of these conscious, critical conversations when it comes to these things. You feel me? And learn how to prepare ourselves more for interactions because this shit is gonna get deep, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, this is the great reset. The great reset
Right.
is now that the government can't hide shit from us because a lot of us is too open. The eye is open now. You understand? The veil has been lifted since 2020. That was the 2020 vision. You understand? That was the activation year. So now that you have mad people doing tapping in to the knowledge and blowing the lid off certain information. That's what I said. Shout out to my nigga YP because when his eye was super open, that nigga was bringing out mad information. You understand? A lot of us was during that time. So now that we lifted and shit, they can't hide too much stuff from us anymore, bro. They can't hide shit
Yeah.
from us, bro. So that's why I'm glad we having these talks. And like I said, anybody else want to come up on here? Come on. All right, y'all got the
Facts.
link. Let's get it. We
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the great reset right now. All right.
Facts. And appreciate you having me up, man. I've been taking the content more serious. So you definitely you doing your thing, man. That GoPro content is dope.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna start doing
That
that.
shit's dope. Ain't gonna
I'm really
lie.
starting to fuck with it more. Yeah, I'm really starting to fuck
Yeah,
with it more for sure.
that shit was clean too.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
question
yeah,
for
I
me
know. I like
afterwards.
this.
But yeah, I was like, man, Fifth is up to something genius.
I gotta just you. I gotta get a better internet source so my shit not choppy sometimes. But when I'm in little cities and shit, is good. But honestly, I be wanting to show y'all like the countryside and shit like that when it comes to the GoPro. Cause like I said, I'm about to start storm chasing. I'm about to start getting tornadoes on my shit and all that, bro. What? I'm about to go to
Hey, that's
Tennessee in like a month or two. You feel me? During the tornado season, and I'm gonna get some tornadoes on the GoPro. I guarantee you, bro. I'm one of the first Black Buddha storm chasers.
that part. That part. Yeah,
Like,
man. So now I don't know if you reacted fully to YP's interview with Young or not Young 607
yeah,
Did you do that?
a little bit, but so many of these other niggas have. So I'm like, man, I ain't even going to. You feel me? These niggas done
Right.
ruined it.
So what you think
But you
about
could
it, bro?
say, honestly, like I think it was a pretty good interview. All right, I feel like it was a
Mm,
pretty good interview. Personally, I feel like Unc could have asked them some more intricate intellectual questions. But
facts.
yeah, it was a pretty good interview, man. And I feel like there was just certain shit because when YP started tapping into his shit, you feel me? You could still
Hmm.
see that energy on him. He just tap in, my nigga. You feel me? And someone who just
Right.
has mental of an elephant. You understand? And that's one thing I salute my nigga for, just having a great mental recall. I got a pretty good mental recall too. But some niggas, when you learn metaphysical shit, like if you never forget anything, my nigga, like there's a reason for that. Like you're meant to be
Hmm.
an elder to be tapping into them stories, tapping into certain truths and shit like that. Like you're meant to hold all that shit in. But I really thought that it was pretty good, man. I just I wish
You
that it
feel
was
like it
just
was a little off?
yeah, I just feel like it was a little off, like it was a little hater energy because 607
Yeah,
is trying to get the crowd that Young
what they
Pharaoh
want.
once had. You feel me? He want that spiritual crowd, and he's seen that Young Pharaoh like this niggas is Buddhas over here, cuz we Nagas, nigga. We done did it. You feel me?
Right.
Like you feel me? Even me too. Like my shit on YouTube hasn't been pushed too much, but bro, I've been on knowledge for a minute now too, bro. You feel me? Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's why me and
So you
homie
picked
picked up.
the
Yeah, but that's what I just feel. I feel like 607 seeing a Western tribe member who was really locked in, a real chief, and he was just like, damn, this nigga, damn, this is the knowledge that I'm trying to see. Cause certain shit that YP has brought out to the table, nobody else, nigga, you can't tell, you can't be like, oh, I've heard this from this person too. Nah, nigga, it's some shit that just comes from the divine. You feel me? Like I
fact.
knew about spiders and
Fact.
shit like that, but I ain't know that deep. I never really thought about it that deep to the
Yeah,
point where the
yeah.
web is
But
like a satellite, and that's how they communicate with the other spiders and shit like that, and
yeah,
how these shits,
sacred
the
geometry.
whole yeah, the whole the Indian dream catcher shit comes from
Hmm.
mimicking the spider web and how they say
Yeah,
the dream
that
catcher
makes sense.
stops negative dreams and shit like that. You feel me? Like all this shit is spiritual. Why do you think they did that? You
Hmm.
feel me? They tell us that the spider supposedly has the strongest material within it in the natural world, which is its web. If you put bad fucking spider webs together, they say that shit is stronger than steel. You feel
Yeah,
me? So it's just a
yeah,
lot of little things where it's like, damn, like
yeah.
we ain't never heard that from nobody.
Yeah, that's
So
the fact. YP not the type to just speak on some stuff that he hadn't done research prior to. So after researching it, now he's regurgitating it, right? So I get how that can be a little bit of a hard take listening on spiders for the first time because you've been conditioned to believe spiders are just insects. So I get that, but I agree with you as well when saying that the energy was a bit off with 607 for two reasons. One, 607 considers himself an energy reader as well too, and YP didn't really have to give himself a label beyond
mhm,
his name, Young Pharaoh. So when he read people's energy, he just gifted because he's a master number 33. It's the resurrection of consciousness. And
mhm,
two, I think having the homosexual gentleman that was on the podcast was kind of like it was almost like he had to make a sacrifice for the pure quality of the interview,
exactly. I
right?
seen
Like
that shit
he
too.
had
Yeah,
to have the
Even though
light
the
of
gay
Young
nigga was
Pharaoh.
asking him some okay questions because it was just real. The gay nigga was being real. You feel me?
Yeah. But imagine that interview would have done even more numbers. I would assume if it was just 607 and Young
And
Pharaoh, and
Young Pharaoh.
I think
Exactly. Or just me.
607 knew that.
Yeah, me on there. You feel me? Because they
Yeah,
wanted me to come out there too, nigga.
facts, bro. Hey, next time, bro.
It
That's
was
you.
just too short of a notice.
Well, yeah, but-
But that's how you
and
gotta
say this.
move, though. That's how you gotta move when
Yeah,
it comes to this podcast and shit. You gotta be ready to go fly
facts.
anywhere at a nick of time.
But
You know?
I was noticing a couple of 607's like gestures when he was on the podcast, and I can see that he fucked with Young Pharaoh, but he also doesn't want to lose part of his audience or whoever gifted him the opportunity to have that podcast in the first place. Because the same thing with
Exactly.
Nick Cannon, when he brought Young Pharaoh on, he never put out that interview. Why? Because he knows that this is something that could potentially put his career at risk.
Exactly. And that's another thing too. Let me say something too. Because, I'm a nigga who I'm gonna give you your little flowers when it's due. Shout out to 607 for even putting out the interview. Because he did take a long time with that shit. But shout out for him putting it out because honestly, I didn't think he was gonna put it out.
Facts.
I really didn't. That's why I started to say little slick shit. And if that nigga wouldn't
Yeah,
have put it out soon, he was about to be the next target, nigga.
nah,
What you
you
mean, nigga? Put
crazy.
that shit out. Because just him putting that
Man.
just him putting that interview out and set
Yeah.
up the homie with other good interviews where he could just get a little currency out for becoming a master researcher.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because if you become a master of anything, you could get money because someone's gonna pay you for your skills. But that's another thing. Look, that's what we was just about to talk about, the data centers too. But look, I want to pull up this movie real quick. All right, guys, this is what this 5-star city shit is turning to. Okay, this whole great reset. All right, family, this is what it's turning into. You guys need to go watch the movie The Giver. Okay, now this I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it's pretty much in the new time, these people are injecting or ingesting a certain thing. Okay, we're gonna be really key critical with these words. You heard, especially Joe, bro, because I know you watched it. So they're taking some shit every day, and it's stopping them from seeing color. It's stopping them from seeing color. All right, now with them not seeing color, okay, they can't comprehend certain things. They can't do certain things mentally because they can't see color. All right. And then another thing is they're inside of a 5-minute city. So they're being super controlled. Okay. This is what these elite want to do. And this is what's happening, y'all. This is what they doing. This is what the elite is setting up. Like they already have one 5-minute city. And like, somewhere in California, like the outskirts of California, this shit is already being constructed. This is what they're trying to do, bro. They trying to destroy the atmosphere. Yeah, nigga, they trying to destroy the atmosphere. So now we got to get into some of these dome little cities on America, bro. Because now the rain is acidic. Yeah, the rain is acidic. There's certain shit out here that man's not understanding. So they're going to really start selling some of these 5-minute cities, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is, bro. Yeah. This is within the next 20 years, bro. This is what you're going to see.
I believe it. I mean,
they're going to destroy the atmosphere so much that we're going to have to start living in buildings and living underground. This is what it is, family. I'm telling you. This shit is real.
Really trying to remove the sun. Mm-hmm. Hey, so In Time has the little domed off cities low key, not like fully, but they got the time zones in that movie. Because you can't go to middle class without having enough bread, right? You seen that movie In Time?
Oh wait, In Time, yeah. Let me pull that up real quick too, because that's one of my classics.
Yeah, that's
Justin
the one.
Nigga. In Time. Yeah. So look, this is how it's gonna. I feel like this is how it is gonna. It's gonna be like with the elite. All right, if you got a certain amount of money, what's gonna happen is you could pay for immortality. This is what's going on, allegedly. This is why they put out movies like Chappie, Transcendence, In Time. This movie right here is where, nigga, you had to work for time to live, bro. And then you don't age because they put a chemical in you where you don't age. Your body stays 25.
Yeah.
You feel me? Your body stays 25, but the more you pay, you can live for forever. All right.
Okay.
But the thing
Yeah, they
about it,
got
and there's time
metaphysics up and
zones.
down.
Yeah, that shit is deep. This shit is
Yeah,
deep right here.
they got metaphysics up and down in that movie. If you start to ever study the science of numerology, you understand. Just from even like it's created by Andrew Nicole, and I don't know
Welcome
how much
to
money he made
Element
from that movie,
University.
but
Mm-hmm.
he did something good because he's using the science. He got Justin Timberlake as an actor, Amanda Seyfried as an actor, and they killed that movie. That's
Yeah,
probably that's my favorite movie.
yeah. This is one of my favorite movies too, bro. I can't lie. I gotta go back and watch this shit
Yeah,
again.
come on,
But
man.
this
Like
is
you
what it's
gotta,
coming to, bro. This is what it's coming to, man. You feel me?
yeah.
This is what it is coming to, bro. We're living in a time and age where man is merging himself with technology. Okay? This is what's going on. We're merging ourselves with technology. And like, don't get it wrong. Like, I'm not saying I hate AI, but the thing about AI and shit like that is it also needs some of the natural resources that we need. And this brings me into my next topic, which is the data center. Shout out to Joe, bro. I mean, right? The data, natural water, right? These data centers need natural water. And in my area right now, they're trying to build a huge ass data center right by my beautiful ass lake. Hold on, let me pull this shit up. So,
Heard.
yeah,
That's what's going on.
they're trying to. So what these things do, what this AI does is, and this is why I tell people to stay off Chat GPT, stop asking Google so much questions, because every question that you ask, it is literally taking a little bit of our drinking water and our natural water. People don't understand that. You feel me? Me being a fisherman, I could tell that our waters are very low, even though it's been raining. It's still very low, my nigga. Like the water's low due to the modern technology. You feel me?
Oh damn.
Yeah, bro, this shit is real.
Yeah. Hey, I also put if we do have time, check the private chat. It's really pertaining to what we talked about last time on StreamYard. If you can see it,
What?
it was a video. When I got the timestamp. If you do want to go through it, don't matter.
Oh, what was it?
Showing the scene in Space Jam when the little parasites.
Oh
take
yeah, yeah,
ability.
yeah. Yeah, we could definitely play that. We could definitely
15
play
minutes.
that right after this. Hold on, I'm gonna put that up.
Okay, well.
Hold up, real quick, because I want people to look.
Wendell, North Carolina, they have just hit pause on.
Hold on, ready?
Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida has made.
Hold on.
Right now, in Wendell, North Carolina, they have just hit pause on all new data centers.
Listen to this, y'all.
City leaders have approved a moratorium that will carry Wendell, North Carolina throughout the whole year, 2026. And here's the kicker. There's no data center project being built in Wendell. So this signals that small towns are starting to plan ahead before the data center even comes.
This is what's going to happen.
Put in a plan to prevent them.
Now listen.
Wendell is setting the grounds for what can happen in all of our small towns. Wendell, we see you. We're going to add you to the list. Who's next?
Now, the reason why I said that is because if you live in a little town or a little city, this is definitely coming to you next. Okay. Now, when you start pulling up some of these data centers and where they're at, people are dealing with very weak water. A lot of their water, their natural water is drying up, like their little creeks and lakes and shit is drying up. Because like I told you, the technology is absorbing the natural water, y'all. So this is some shit that we need to start protesting more. See, I'm with this type of shit. I'm with protesting some of these data centers and shit like that. You understand? Because I feel like we already got enough data centers. Why the fuck we need all this shit? You understand? This is the type of shit I'm like, yo, let's protest this. A lot of the shit people be protesting, like that's some weird ass shit. Like, let's protest for nature, because they're destroying nature. All right, they're putting some of these, and then not to mention these data centers need mad Wi-Fi and shit. So they're gonna put Wi-Fi towers that's gonna disrupt the ecosystem and the environment around it. It's just they're gonna do damage, bro. All right, and this is deep because I feel like they're rolling this shit out to start introducing higher advanced AI. With the data centers come humanoid robots in people's houses. Okay, more cars that can self-drive. All right, because now they have more control. They can see the grid more. All right, you got to think about it like these data centers are literally like power banks for the AI. You know, shit is deep, bro. While they're draining our natural water, all right, you got certain elite that's benefiting off it, off the destruction of the planet. Shit is deep.
That's wild.
Some of these niggas is carcinogens, and like these motherfuckers know that. So this is the shit I'm about to protest. I'm protesting some of these data centers. Like that shit's not good, bro. We don't need too much AI. Like it's cool. The little shit we got now, we cool with it, bro. We don't need humanoid AI. And like some people are like, yeah, let's get it. You feel me? If you got the money, do you? But like, I feel like it's not something that should be pushed, bro, on people. You feel me? Like, we can use it how we use it now in the computer form and shit like that. You know, like being able to talk to it occasionally. And then we have to have another resource that it runs off. It shouldn't be running off our natural drinking water. AI shouldn't be running off fucking water that I'm drinking. You know?
Yeah. You know, that's the wild part is a lot of people don't have no internal value. So they're always looking for value outside of themselves. And you see typically it's like people that are fascinated with AI trying to continue to push the pendulum further and further and further. And they're like, man, like let's just keep creating. Let's just keep making things until there's nothing else to make. But before you know it, every time that you see something getting created and conscious, it typically seeks power, right?
Exactly.
Like, we can go back in history. It's always from chaos to order, from order to chaos. You can't ever evade that cycle. It's always going to be from chaos to order to chaos. And whether it was from the melanated being that seeks power, and then afterwards the European, and then afterwards, you know, all the other races, and then now we have AI consciousness that's going to seek power too, and then there's going to be some form of order that's going to have to come after AI, because I think we're getting ready to go towards that chaotic era if you don't have internal value, you know, because it's not going to be, I don't think the war or World War III, however you want to describe it or label it, I don't think it's going to be so much of a physical one. It's going to be that nanotechnology, that internal spiritual, you know, that psychological.
They don't want to fight. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a smart war. You understand? We already know about smart dust.
A smart war.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a smart war where it's not like you said, it's not gonna be like a barbaric physical war of the shit that we depicted and think within our imagery in our mind. Nah, bro, this shit gonna be different. You feel me? This is why it's good to do technology cleanses and shit like that, getting the metal off of your skin, and especially your skin.
You can't even freaking compare what it feel like staying away from your phone or laptop for 2 to 3 hours. That shit feel good.
Feel good, boy. What?
Real talk, like
what, man?
Yeah, they got a lot of EMP waves and certain frequencies that can push through these phones to alter your mood. I swear, man, every time I see a helicopter go above the atmosphere, wherever you at, I swear that it's like a UAV. They gotta just be clicking the switch, and it's just like vibrating something through everyone's phones. Because you gotta think, like, why else do we really need these fucking phones, man? These phones are used more for destruction than they are for benefit.
Exactly.
If you really think about it, I mean, that's on the deepest scale. But Prince talked about the chemtrails back in the day when he was saying, he said, yo, I was chilling in the hood and I noticed that everyone was in the hood. Cool. And then we looked up and we seen the chemtrails, and surely enough, 45 minutes to 2 hours later, everyone's fighting. Why? Because that nanotechnology, man. They know what they're doing. They got a grip on your consciousness. And if they
what was the movie they cloned Tyrone? They cloned Tyrone was a great depiction too, about how they was eating certain shit and then they would play certain music and make the people act a certain way. And
Right.
I was surprised when they put that movie out, bro. They
They
depicted a
had to
black
take it.
nigga. Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy right there. I'm like, what? And it was chicken, bro. It was chicken. Like,
Facts,
so
and
niggas
that.
was eating chicken. The more chicken you would eat,
Oh
the more
no! See,
you
I gotta
control.
watch that movie again.
Crazy,
But
nigga. I
hey,
cloned
Pete,
my
so
bro. Watch that shit.
that's how they avoid the karmic repercussion by telling you, even if it's in the film, they still put it in this physical plane. And if you didn't watch it, that doesn't mean anything. They still told you. They just might have slid the envelope right somewhere that you could never ever fucking find it. It doesn't matter. They still. That's how that shit works, man. That's how that shit works. So
I'm trying to
yeah.
find that Space Jam shit. If you want to find it, you can pull it up. I couldn't find it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
pull
put.
that shit real
You
quick.
see the private chat on the
Let
StreamYard?
me see.
It's my version of the video, and you just go to 15 minutes, 30 seconds. It's going to show Spiritual Soul, giving a little rundown about parasites for about 45 seconds, maybe. And then it's going to show the video.
Spiritual Soul, man.
Yeah. I mean, man, you know, like, he did what he had to do to get up in consciousness.
Look at private chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Right here. Okay, let me see.
Yes,
let me see if I don't know if I'm gonna hit this, if it's gonna come. But
let me share my screen.
Share your screen. Yeah, share your screen, just in case. Because if I hit it, I think it's gonna end the stream because I'm on this. I'm on this website.
You pull it up? Because last time, you remember, we were having difficulty with the hearing, but let's give it a shot.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. I
bet you can see it. Cool. Let's give it a shot.
They start creating fake news scripts. It's all there. They like feeding off of that. When you have to worry, so they create fake news. You got to worry about it. They drink that. So what they do with the celebrity, another thing that they do, they make sure that the celebrity has, and when they hijack the celebrity, they have his talent. They have his aura signature. It's just like make sure that the celebrity has.
Hey, someone's killing someone. Yeah. Seriously? Wow, a killer. Let me see. Yeah, that's him, the killer. He's big. He's good. He's mine. Okay, go get him. Yeah, watch him fall.
This is crazy, bro. Yeah, this is crazy. Bro, this is actually deep.
Wow, he did it.
Yeah.
I got his
talent. And you saying these are parasites. What happened to the volume? Y'all can hear it still?
No, I paused it. So that's pretty much what's going on. If I show a little bit further, you don't need to listen to it. I just want to show that visual real quick. But
yeah,
I'll read the definition of the archon. It says archons, which are down here in the physical. They don't have a physical vessel, but once they get a host, just like a parasite, that's how they move. So archons are malevolent cosmic beings who serve as jailers of material world, binding human souls to illusion, suffering, and flawed existence. Come on, man. That's exactly what the parasite is.
That's deep,
That's
bro.
exactly what the parasite is. So I just want to share that just to show that, whoever created Space Jam was trying to say this shit, but they couldn't say it the way that they want to. They had to make a cartoon about it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Look,
Yeah.
this is some real shit, y'all.
Yeah.
This is some real shit.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of movies like that to where they can't stand up on the podium and tell it the way that they want to. So
Mm-hmm.
what do? They have to put it in the art so that they save their loved ones and their reputation and their livelihoods, man. You know, there's a lot going on. I mean, you see what YP had to go through. You see what happens to every person that tries to raise the consciousness of the collective.
Exactly.
You know, it is what it
Especially
is.
who's not a sellout. You feel me? Because you got certain people that sellouts that's doing this shit, and you be like, damn, how is this career taking off, and how is he able to say this, and I can't. I get shadow banned, but he doesn't. It's because some of these motherfuckers is compromised. That's what
Oh,
people
yeah.
don't realize. Some of these motherfuckers is signed oaths. You understand? I'm
Mhm.
telling you, family, this shit is real, bro. This shit is
Yeah,
real.
man. So what you think of how do you think this reset is gonna pan out? Like, you got any fear at all? Because I don't, but I'm curious to know what you
I'm
gotta say.
saying, like, you know, I do a little bit because it's certain shit that I know, you know, but it's like being prepared. You know, I just feel like that's the main thing that's helping me is learning certain things and being slightly prepared because I'm not as prepared as I in my mental and my spirit I feel like I should be. But I do have the one up, which is just knowledge. You feel me? Like knowing the knowledge of certain things, being able to fish, being able to identify certain edible plants. And that is like the main thing you need if a great reset were to happen. You know, you're
Right.
gonna need to be able to get food, you know? And people say, yo, you're supposed to save up food and shit like that. But bro, you don't got enough room to save up years of food. You gotta think about shit beyond that. You got to think about, okay, we got to be getting a food source or something to sustain, you know? Which I'm
Man,
getting more
so
into like spirulina and healthy algae that we can eat and shit like that. Because there's a lot
facts.
of shit you could grow within little like ponds and shit that you can eat. You can create chlorophyll, you know, just having the natural minerals. And then human beings we don't need too much food, bro. If you got your little shit and you're eating mad minerals, you won't lose too much weight. And then when you tap into the whole breatharian thing, like shit, man, I feel like we're gonna get to a point where you don't need much at all. Just a little water and shit. You sit out in the sun, my nigga, you good. That's your little meal. You feel me? Straight plant shit. Plants.
Yeah, that breatharian stuff is wild too. You know, I've been doing some studying on the Chinese science of Baozi's, the four pillars of destiny. It's got the I Ching in it too, and they just use the five elements, and it's just interesting though because you can kind of what a Taurus field is,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how
Your aura. Your
right,
spiritual shield. Yeah, your spiritual shield.
exactly. So I believe if your aura is so strong, there's not really a way that someone can change your reality or your destiny.
Yeah, I feel that
You know what I
too.
mean?
Yep,
Like
absolutely.
it's like you literally start pushing from inwards out, and all of a sudden you just in alignment. It's almost like being lucky or being protected by a higher source of intelligence. So it's that's my look on the whole reset thing. Because right now we went from what was called, I don't know, it was the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s. That was order. Everyone was happy to be watching football games and grabbing a beer and
Mm-hmm.
going to the sports games and stuff. That was like the closest thing to order. And then as 2020 struck, that was the beginning of the chaos, right?
Yep,
Now we got to get back to order, and I think
we do. But the
it's just
thing
gonna
is,
be like,
bro, if you really tap into that, I feel like that whole shit that happened in 2022 allegedly was just a test run. I feel like what we about to face in the next couple of years is the real thing. All right, and this is
yeah,
how the government works. The government will do little slick shit like that. Like, okay, let's lock down the country if we really needed to. Let's see how this shit will work. You feel me? We need to do a test run before this shit really happens. You know. and like me and my boy YP was talking about earlier, this whole disclosure thing and releasing all this information about um aliens and shit like that. Like, why do you think they doing that in these times, bro? Do you think they're diverting us from something, or do you think they're trying to get us prepared for what's to come? You know?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I spend a lot of time by myself, a whole lot of time.
Mhm.
And, you know, I study not only like the Chinese metaphysics and sciences and stuff, but like Kabbalah and the Bible and the holy books. Can't wait to go through the Dr. Malachi York files as well, because I've done the YouTube University, but I need to go further. So I look at it all as it's kind of hard for me to be in fear, because I think of it as destiny. Like whatever's supposed to happen is
Mhm.
supposed to happen. So how could that be looked at as a bad thing, right? Like, yeah, you know, pain does exist down here in the physical plane, but I ain't trying to come back to this motherfucker. I think that this is gonna be a test, and you know, who knows? Maybe we're in 3D right now. Maybe the next test might be in the 4D, and that sounds lit to me. That sounds lit. Like, I'm trying to go up there, see what that like, and then the 5D, you know. So
Mhm. And see, you deep. You can tell some people just ain't on that level yet. You know, some people ain't on that level yet, man. I could tell you deep, bro. But yeah,
yeah,
yo, look, shit, yo, it's been a little hour. I wanted to make this shit fucking longer, but some shit just popped up. Yeah, I wanted to do this shit longer. Yo, we got to get back on here, bro. We got to definitely do a part 2. We
oh yeah,
definitely got to do a part 2, bro. For sure, bro. And
facts.
shout out
I'll
my
come
nigga Joe,
with
bro.
some notes next time.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, Mo, stay in here, bro. I'm gonna chop it up with you real quick.
Yes, sir.
You heard? So look, family, I'm about to get off of here. We're gonna do probably part 2. If you free tomorrow, Mo, we could do a part 2, bro, for sure. Because there was 3
So
other things that I really wanted to talk about when it comes to this great reset.
okay, bet. It'll have to be after like 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll probably be 11 p.m. for you, but
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
maybe if not tomorrow, then shit, sometime
Yeah,
soon.
this weekend or some shit. Hell yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But listen, family, stay ready. You never gotta get ready and stay dangerous out there in them streets, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, my wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. With the science, you said? Russia, yeah, I know Russia is crazy, yeah. Yeah, Russia ain't no joke. They're big, bro. Yeah, bro. What was the shit, the Vrel with the ladies with the long ass hair? That was doing mad crazy ass fucking tapping into other dimensions and shit like that. Nah, who's that? Just watch them. Damn, bro. It's crazy, bro, because, bro, I've been seeing mad weird shit around YP, bro. My nigga, I be seeing the weirdest shit, bro. Like today, I'm going to drop him off, and he's in a hotel that's pretty empty, bro. And then randomly, bro, we talking about like how there's some weird guy who they put right next to this nigga. They put some, and I'm like, yo, out of the whole hotel, bro, there's like 50 other rooms that's open, and it's like a pull in a parking lot hotel where you can see all the rooms from the parking lot. You feel me? Like, why they put this nigga right by him, bro? You feel me? And we just kept, like, I picked him up, and when I picked him up, this nigga, we seen the nigga in Walmart, the nigga who was in the room right by YP. We seen him in Walmart, seen him over by Chipotle again. And then we seen him in traffic a couple times. Like, yo, why we keep seeing this dude, bro? Shit, crazy, crazy, bro. Yeah, yeah, bro. He don't got a bank account and shit, and it's like something making him not have that shit. You know what I mean? All this shit get flagged. Like, it's just weird, bro. Like, nigga have 4 or 5 cash apps. All them shits get flagged. Any type of app that you can get money, niggas PayPal got flagged multiple times. It's like, why? He ain't even doing no scammer shit. Yeah, bro.